this is Jaylee Williams of Blue Star Experiences. Today I want to go over kind of like a different way to dry fire. Do you feel like you've taken your dry fire as far as you can and now you're looking for something more realistic with actual feedback? Well, I think the Coolfire Trainer Sidekick is exactly what you're looking for in your AR-15 platform. The Coolfire Trainer includes all these fancy tools. So it includes your 3 targets. They have Coolfire targets, but you can also dry fire on your actual targets if you want as well. Then you get into the red laser within this system here, and it's very easy to install into your own AR-15, but this is the laser end. Then, if you're fancy and you got the Sidekick bundle and everything, it comes with this, which you'll hook onto this part. Once it's in the gun, you'll hook onto this part, and this is where you fill the CO2. This is really great. It's warranted for 1 year. It comes in a hard case, as you can see. It's all very nice. It's compact and organized for you. And then there's the soda maker adapter. What you can do is you can buy these bottles straight from Coolfire to refill your Sidekick, or you can go to your local grocery store, Amazon. They have a bunch of these bottles. But what I did is I got 1 bottle and then I got a big old tank that I can refill this bottle so I can take it with me on the road. Alright, so let's get into how to use your Sidekick and let's put it all together inside the gun. It's pretty easy, so follow along. We have our AR-15 here. I recently took off my 1:6 scope. I wanted to switch to a 1:8 and I haven't put the 1:8 back on, so I'll do that very quickly in this video. But first, let's put it together. So to put it together, we gotta take the gun apart. So we're gonna remove the upper from the lower. Take my buffer system out because this is my ultra fancy one from all the cool matches I get to shoot. I'm going to put the OG back in and set that to the side now. Alright, now we got to replace the upper part. So we're going to take the bolt out. We're going to leave the handle in. Okay, our old bolt is out, and now we're going to put in our Coolfire system. Okay, so we're going to face it down. We're going to do laser pointed forward towards the barrel, and then there's this little slot. We want that to the right of this part that goes into handle. So if I'm looking down at my right hand, that is where the slot is supposed to open. Then we're just going to insert it in. Make sure that slot, that opening, stays within the opening of the action. But we're not going to push it all the way in yet because we got to put our soda maker on. To put the soda maker on, you want to point it back like this towards the end of the action, not the front. See how I'm putting it in there? Yep. And now we're going to slide this forward and wiggle that into place. You can look above and below to make sure you're getting it in. Oh, there we go. Takes a little bit of finicking to do, but once it's in, it's definitely in. You can remove your handguard if you think that would help. I know I have a pretty thick handguard, so I got to do a little bit more maneuvering to get it in, but now it is completely attached. Now we can put the whole thing together. Seems but once you keep doing it, it's going to get easier and easier to do. Okay, now it's into place. I'm just going to quickly throw on this 1:8 because I didn't do it earlier. Gonna finger tighten it down for now. Seems pretty solid. That looks good. Look through the side optic. That looks good. Now we get to fill it. And I got to go to the front of the table because that part fell down. This is the part I was looking for. So we're going to put this directly onto our bottle where the big rings are. We're going to just tighten that down. It just needs to be finger tight. Doesn't need to be like wrenched down or anything. There we go, finger tight. See how it's open at the top? We're just going to push down and you're going to hear a little bit of air come out of it. There we go. That pop of air, that means we're ready to cook. Put it upside down when you fill your rifle. Okay. This attachment here is going to go straight on to this there. So they're going to fit together like a puzzle piece and you'll hear the flow of air. That's how you know it's filling. Once you stop hearing the flow of air, that's when you know it's been filled. There we go. Pop it off. Oh, I love that sound. So much fun. Go ahead and give your rifle a nice little rack and get to work. It's a little bit loud, but I really like that it gives simulated recoil. This is the closest thing you can get to actually shooting your rifle without wasting rounds downrange. You can transition in your home, you can use their targets, you can use your own targets, you can turn your house into a whole simulation if you wanted to. But now your rifle is as good to go for dry fire as possible. And now let's get into story time. So, back in February of 2025, unfortunately, I broke my ankle, but I was still wanting to train for PCC World Shoot. I made the ladies optics team. I wanted to go and help my team win gold. So I was bedbound for 6 weeks. What was I supposed to do? A ton of dry fire. That's what I did. But my Coolfire Sidekick showed up just in time for that unfortunate incident, and I was able to dry fire from my own bed. This is my PCC. This is my rifle. What I basically did was I put my PCC red dot onto my rifle, and I was able to use the Sidekick to dry fire and simulate recoil in order to track that dot. And thank goodness I was able to do that and use this awesome tool because I ended up going to PCC World Shoot, ankle was all healed, and I helped my team win a team gold medal.